Hi, this is Tom Malone. This is week 5, assignment 1 for Advanced Ballistics BBS 200. So the question is, please identify the different components in a shotgun shell for shot reloading. Essentially, you have the hull, which is the empty or fired case. Then you would have the primer. You'd have to reprime it. Once you've reprimed the shell, you go ahead and you charge it with powder. After that, you put a wad over it, and the wad separates the powder charge from the shot. And then you drop your shot in, and then you crimp your shell, which you close it up, the plastic shell. So those are basically the components. And then you mark it. Once it's marked, you know what the shot load is, you know what the powder load is, and you know what to expect from it. Second question is, what recommendations have you learned from the reading in this week? Measure, measure, measure. You got to measure, and that goes with any reloading process. And inspect. You know, you got to have a gauge checker for your shell to inspect the hull, make sure it's not overbulged or undersized, as well as the brass. And measure it. Measure it before, measure it after. You have to measure your powder charge. The potential with these powder charges to explode and blow up your gun and you is pretty darn high, because you're dealing with potentially a lot of powder over a load that's going to scatter. So you have to make sure that you measure, measure, and measure. And always follow the reloading manual. Don't ever try to just do this thing on your own. You got to follow a recipe that's worked, and talk to people. Talk to other shooters who have reloaded that kind of a shotgun shell with that load in it and that kind of shot. So, talk to people, do some research, and, measure, 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 and take things slow. Never do anything with your undivided attention taken away from the process of reloading. So, that's what I've learned essentially about shot shell reloading. I've never done it, as I said in my other video, but I do have some friends at my gun club that do, and they will all tell you those same things I just said. So that's what I've learned from this process. Thanks.